You know what Caris LeVert is to the rest of the basketball world? A good talent that puts up numbers in his career, but plays a style of basketball that results in his numbers not translating to the impact the numbers might suggest. He has flaws in the shot selection, tunnel vision, and decision making that make him frustrating to watch, even though he is clearly gifted, and has definitely overachieved his 20th overall draft slot. But also someone who really hasn't had a massive positive impact as a starter on good teams. Caris to the rest of the basketball world is a talent that is streaky and inconsistent. But you know what he is to me? The second coming of Michael Jordan. You might be confused by why I would believe Caris LeVert is the second coming of Michael Jordan, considering that Michael Jordan's career averages are literally almost double what Caris LeVert's career averages are. On top of the fact, Caris has 6 less rings, 6 less finals MVPs, 5 less MVPs, 14 less All-Star selections, 11 less All-NBA selections, 9 less All-Defensive selections, 10 less scoring titles, 1 less Defensive Player of the Year, 3 less All-Star appearances, and 1 less Rookie of the Year. I can explain this all by simply saying I'm a Celtics fan, and since the 2020 season, Caris LeVert is averaging 20.4 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per game, and 3.9 assists per game on 52.6, 41.7, 71.4 splits. He's taking 7.7 free throw attempts per game. He has a 60.42 shooting percentage, and all of this is over the course of 8 games since 2020. If he did this over the course of a full season, he would average career highs in points per game, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw attempts per game. But that's not even the most frustrating part about this. What's most frustrating is 2 games in particular. First, the time Caris scored his career high 51 points against the Celtics. In that game, he scored 26 points in the fourth quarter, and in overtime, he scored 11 points, which was all of the Nets' points in overtime. Nobody else scored in overtime for the Nets but Caris LeVert. And you want to know what else is crazy? No Net had an assist in overtime, which means that he created all of his points in overtime. You want to know how many points the Celtics scored in overtime in that game? 2 points. Yes, just 2 points. Which means that Caris LeVert outscored the Celtics 11-2 in overtime. Here's what makes it even worse though. He scored 37 points in the fourth quarter and overtime combined. You want to know how many points the Celtics scored in the fourth quarter and overtime combined in that game? 36 points. So Caris LeVert outscored my basketball team in the final 17 minutes of the game. Yeah, that's bad. But I thought to myself, it's an outlier game. Surely this won't happen again, right? Right? Well, wrong. Caris this season had a game against the Celtics where he scored 41 points, and guess what? He outscored the Celtics in overtime again. You can't make this up. But this is the worst part of all of this. It's not the games itself. It's the games after he does this to the Celtics. The game after he scored 51 on the Celtics, he scored 14 points on 31.6 field goal percentage and went 0 for 5 from 3. And the game after he scored 41 points against Boston this season, he scored 1 point and went 0 for 9 from the field. Like, okay, alright man. Now why does Caris do this to the Celtics? I don't know. He's not from Boston, he's from Ohio, he went to college in Michigan, and the only thing I could point to is that maybe he had a bad experience playing against UMass Lowell his sophomore year of college, but even then, that game was in Michigan, and he played well. I truly don't know why he just decides to turn into Michael Jordan against my team in particular. I guess I'll never know, but here's something I do know. I'm never going to act like he can't do it again. So that was the first video of the style that I am releasing on this channel. This channel is made for me to just have these sort of videos that I don't really have to worry about being super in-depth. I can just talk and give my thoughts, show a bit more of my personality, and that's what we expect here moving forward. If you want my in-depth basketball content, I have my basketball study channel. It's in the description, pinned comment as always. And it also will be like one of the featured channels as well. So if you want to check that out, go check that out. If you like content like this, I got more of it coming in the future. I'm really excited. kind of branching out and trying new content within YouTube. So really excited for that. Let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video on this channel or the other channel.